What's up, y'all? It's the Cause with Midnight Lights Gaming. I'm very excited to be bringing you my next iteration, my next everything the Sifu. I've been making a lot of Sifu vids. Everything the Forspoken Demo has shown us. I did my combat, everything the demos taught us about combat, and I hope y'all like that. I'll try and drop a link in the page notes as well as a little bookmark here. I'm also going to give some channel updates. So I am still in my push to 1,000. I'm done making deadlines about when that's going to happen. Hopefully you're getting excited about Forspoken, or at least like thinking about, am I going to invest in this game? Do I want to buy it now? Buy it later? I don't know. I'm going to be doing Let's Plays. You can watch along with me and you'll be able to kind of make that choice. But I totally get why people are turned off. Or at least, like, I'm not jumping on the bandwagon. I'm struggling right now because I don't know how I'm going to get through Forspoken, Harry Potter, and Jedi Survivor in 3 months. I hope to make a lot of videos for y'all. I wouldn't be surprised if I do some Harry Potter, jump to Jedi Survivor, and then come back to Harry Potter. I'm still on the fence with Harry Potter just because I'm not the biggest Harry Potter guy. Anyway, I'm going to make some videos about all that. I'm still in my Sifu goal guide. That's all good. I'm trying to get all of those done. And yeah, I'm just loving making this video. So definitely like and subscribe. I'm working hard to get to 1,000. Because the second I make even a dime from a single video or a tip for a video or whatever, half of it's going to a charity we choose as a subscriber community. And I don't know, I'm really looking forward to that because, yeah, I hope that it gives us a chance to do some good while I do the thing I really enjoy doing, which is making tutorials and guides for y'all. So this is, let me kind of introduce the video a little bit. I did the video on combat, everything the Forspoken demo taught us about combat. Now I'm doing everything we learned from the demo as it pertains to traversal. So I want to start by kind of saying, like, doing some benchmarking. I think there's some games like, I think the best is Spider-Man, and it just got better with Miles Morales. I think as far as the combination of traversal and combat, I mean, that's as good as it gets. Again, I mostly play PS5 games. I'm sure there's some other really fun and great stuff. I know I've played a couple games where traversal is really good, but, for me, when you mix traversal and combat in really smooth and acrobatic ways, I'm just like, you got me. So obviously Miles Morales is really high on that. And then I think there are a lot of games where it's like very combat heavy and they don't really care about traversal or how cool you look, And so I think closer to Miles Morales, there's some really cool stuff with the Arkham games, Batman Arkham games, that I think combat and traversal and acrobatics really came together. So I kind of, based on just playing this, I know there's a lot more left to see. I would kind of go if Miles Morales is a 10, if Spider-Man's a 10, some of the Batman games are like maybe a 7. I don't know, I think this is a 5. There's some stuff with traversal and combat that is really satisfying, and I'll show you some of that, but it's just not up to the level of... It's just not up to the level of some of the really great games that have shown us some amazing traversal. But yeah, let me explain it a little bit more. So let me show you a little bit about how kind of some basic traversal stuff, and I'm going to start by a traversal and combat. So what this game calls traversal, or basically pressing circle on PS5, brings you into parkour mode. And what you can do is during your combat, you can, while you're holding the R2 button, which is to cast your R2 spell, you can press circle on PS5 and you'll be able to traverse. And if you are locked on with R3, it's pretty great because you can traverse and dodge and move and string together some combos for some attacks where, because you've magic parkoured while holding R2, when you let go of R2 and magic parkour, like circle, it'll do some really great moves like that. But you don't even need to include that. I mean, even just in combat, you can use circle to kind of dart around. Again, you really do want to kind of stay locked on. And then you can, you know, sort of hold circle to, like, get out and get around. That will, of course, take your stamina away, and then you can kind of come back and do your thing. But generally, the thing I'm most excited about is being able to hold R2, do some magic parkour, let go of R2, and let it rain some sweet badassery. I don't think, again, it's very limited in the demo. Like, I think some of the capabilities are very limited, and you can upgrade a lot in the spells. Like, there are traversal spells you can unlock. I'll go through that in a minute. But anyway, that's kind of it. I'm gonna just kind of wrap up this combat scenario to show you a little bit more, but that's it right now. You know, and there are other things you can do. You can certainly, like, traverse around, go up here, ... and then you could, again, kind of, like, lock on. Well, that wasn't a great example. They're a little far away. But there were some where there's, like, rocks kind of around you when you're doing combat, and you can kind of get away from them and then jump down and get them again. So they clearly have, the developers have spent a lot of time thinking about, or seemingly a lot of time thinking about, how traversal mechanics and combat are going to make, you know, the combat is really satisfying because of the traversal, not because, I mean, the spells are great. I think there are some really cool spells, and there are a lot more to unlock, but honestly, it seems pretty clear to me that it's going to be how you string together traversal with your combat that really kind of leaves you feeling very satisfied with the combat, or quite satisfied. Again, not up to the level of Miles Morales, but they're doing some good stuff. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I mean, I can kind of show you with the sword. The magic parkour sword move is a little different. It's just sort of like a flip to a vertical sword swipe with a pretty nice AoE, but it's really the blast slice that's the most satisfying. I think you hold R2, circle in a direction, parkour, let go, and I don't know. I really like that one. Does a lot of damage, good arc. I'm here for it. So that's some magic parkour with combat. Yeah, dodging, parkouring, sliding. Yeah, how did I slide? I forgot about that. There are some moves you can do, like, while you're parkouring forward. You know, and then I think yeah, so when you dart around, I think if you attack and then press circle in a direction, she'll slide or kind of flip. Yeah, so you can do a backflip. So I think that's where I forget how I figured out how to slide, honestly. It's in another one of my videos. There was a way to kind of... I did some kind of attack. Yeah, so she can move over some pretty fast distances too, just using a certain attack. Like, I'm parkouring and then I press circle, you know, and she's making some good movement there. So so that's where it really comes in. You again, when you're in combat, you can kind of circle to dart around. You can hold circle to really move around, and then R2 and circle in a direction. Goodness, what are you doing? That's cool, you can really string that together. Oh, square and point launch. Yeah, right. So, just like in Spider-Man, you can sort of point launch. Oh, man. Yeah, so you can hold square to point launch. And you can kind of pick... Sometimes this is nice because it actually helps you with not taking damage when you fall, I've noticed, like for big falls. But so you can hold square to kind of choose where you want to go. And then one of the other options is just while you're parkouring, you can hit square. Just tap it, and it'll kind of take you to, you know, what's in front of you. Which again, I'm not mad at. I know there's some moves too that involve whatever this is, this string, this magic string that you have that brings you to places. And then I'll show you if I can find some... They have some fun things you can kind of wrap around and use with combat. I'm gonna try and locate one for y'all. That sometimes you can wrap together a few in a row, and there are two kinds. And the first ones are over here. I'm not going to indulge in combat even though I really want to. So you got to get kind of close to it for the just tapping square to activate. Just by the way, I'll show you some others too, and we'll do a couple on the way. A couple things. Shimmying. So that's what we're going to focus on while I go show you these other sort of yeah, I don't even know what you call them. They're things on walls that you shoot your stringy thing at, and you do your spinny things. Obviously. So I'm going to make my way over to those, and in the meantime I'm going to show you shimmy. So while you're parkouring, if you like hit X, every time you land when you hit X, and again this is like one of the cooler things, it's like quite stylistic. But when you hit the ground, if you hit X, she'll kind of do an acrobatic parkour-y thing. It's cool in more confined spaces. You know, like you can see going through some of these trees, like she'll avoid the trees or like mess around with the trees. I think it does eat up your stamina. Yeah. So the shimmy's kind of cool to help get around and feel pretty stylish. Of course, like one of the biggest traversal things is at some point we know from the preview you get like a surfboard, and for me that alone feels like worth buying the game. Yeah, I just really like the traversal stuff. Dweeby weeby in the net. All right, so here they are, and just another kind of element of traversal that I'm excited about that you can kind of. Oh goodness. I'm probably gonna have to hold square to get it. Yeah. Oh god. Not so much. So yeah, it's not super smooth. Again, this demo. Yeah, shit. I guess I need to hold square. Hopefully some of this stuff gets worked out in the demo. These are. While it looks cool, and I've done it a couple times where I time it and I can get to some of these baddies over here, which is pretty satisfying, it's still a little clunky trying to get to these. Let's see if I can string a couple together for you. That was a good angle. So you can see it's almost like she runs into it. Frey runs into it, and then... swings around it. It's not super smooth. Yeah. Oh, I missed. Oh. I much prefer this. And this. Oh, and of course kicking. Oh, damn. What was that? What did that mother effer shoot something at me? Anyway, okay, we can do this. Clunky transition on spinny things. Yeah, that's just what I showed you. It's not beautiful and wonderful, but if they can smooth some of it out, I really think that however they're thinking about using these, there's going to be some good ways to incorporate them into traversing around, of course, but also combat. I'm always really kind of disappointing, and I mentioned this in the combat one, where it's like they don't have stealth options. Like, I would really like to spin on 2 of those things, land, stealth kill 2 guys, and then engage in some group combat, some group time. Other things about Traversal is like on the PS5, and I'm guessing most next-gen consoles, fast travel is fast indeed. And the way it works, so, do I have this on here, the map thing? I'm going to show it to you anyway, I don't know if I do. The way fast travel works is some things are fast travelable and some aren't. The 2 that I know of so far are these refuges, which there's one here and one here. And once you go into it, that's where you go and upgrade and get, rest, things like that. The other places you can fast travel are these belfries. It's kind of annoying that these 2 are right next to each other. Belfries are where, it's kind of like, I don't know, I know a bunch of games do these now, but it's kind of like Assassin's Creed, you get to the top of something and you can, like, look around. Well, you don't have to climb anything, you go to this and you get, like, a telescope. It is an Elden Ring, like, they have those sort of telescopes in Elden Ring. So fast travel is really fast, and you can fast travel to belfries and refuges, and I'll show you how fast the fast travel is. And then, once we're here, I'm going to show you my absolute most favorite thing. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know how much I'm loving this. But you can parkour your way into a building. I mean, it's just delightful. It's just absolutely delightful. Like, there are things in games where you're like, coolness matters. Doing cool shit matters. And hopefully there's some reasons to kind of bust down doors and get after it, but even just entering this little refuge, you can parkour your way in. So, love that. Fast travel is really fast. Climb almost anything. So, of course, this is the demo. They have stuff that you can't really, they won't let you go in, climb everything and go everywhere. But for the most part, you can climb anything. And you can make it, you can toggle a setting. I'll try and find for you real quick that I've really liked. It's made a huge difference. It's either in accessibility or controls. What it does is when you activate it, if you just run /parkour with circle into a wall and keep holding circle, you'll kind of parkour your way up. Whereas it doesn't do that for you automatically without this accessibility. Leap soar controls. Move towards a wall while in midair and press, so semi-auto, move towards a wall using the directional button while performing magic parkour and you'll leap and soar automatically. So I really like that shift. It's an accessibility shift, but also just makes the game better. Being able to do that. Oh boy, I'm not really here for it. We're focusing on freaking Traversal. Okay, so yeah, you can climb most anything. I really like that setting to help you. It's not doing it now, but I'm just holding circle and she's parkouring up there. Whereas again, I think before the semi-auto, you kind of had to hit circle every time her feet landed on the wall to kind of leap and jump up. Climb most anything, parkour door open. Already nailed that. Settings that help. I went over that one. There's some other settings that help. That's really the only one that I've really kind of found. So I'll show you this. Like, I'm falling. This is gonna hurt, but maybe I can. Nope. And you don't lose life. You just lose all of your stamina. But if you fall with no stamina, you are gonna lose some life. When you do stuff like that, sometimes it'll even, like, if you hold square, it'll pick up on the ground, kind of like it is right here. and that will prevent you from taking as much stamina damage. Alright. What's my last thing? Eventually we're going to get the surfboard, which I'm very excited about. And the other thing is spells. So what's clear is that your parkour is a spell. And so what ends up, or it's magic, and you can get new parkour moves or abilities in your magic, learning tree, skill tree. And so, like, you can see on here that one of them is flow, which enables high speed movement and parkour. Hopefully you unlock that pretty soon in the game, but you can upgrade it, which is kind of cool, as well as unlock new ones. So that's not really traversal. At some point you unlock shimmy, although it comes with it, shimmied, and then leap. Yeah, so again, so this is what you can turn on automatically, where you kick off from a wall in order to climb higher, which is really annoying to have to do that. So use that accessibility setting. I'm pretty psyched about it. Let's see if there's anything in Silo's magic that's traversally. This looks traversally. Rush. Flow even faster. So again, there's going to be some good stuff that we get out of. And watching the previews, there's like clearly a double jump kind of situation that happens. It almost looks like the double jump is in midair, like a magical platform gets set and you can jump off that. Which again, so maybe we're going to get closer to Batman or Miles Morales in terms of traversal and combat. And this is just a demo. So I'll definitely be covering the parkour stuff. I'm excited about it. I think it's good games are going this direction. I don't think this is going to blow anyone's socks off or be the best traversal game anyone's ever played. But I think it's doing some things, bringing parkour and magic, traversal and combat in a way that makes me pretty excited about what's possible. Hit me up in the comments if there are other traversal things you're looking forward to. I put out a poll about, like, are people psyched about this game, and the answer is, it's felt like no. There wasn't a ton of responses, but, yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, definitely watch some of the Let's Play videos. Like, I probably won't stream them, but I will definitely upload my Let's Plays, so you can kind of get a sense of the game. And of course, the more you watch that, the more you'll kind of get my my assessment of if this is worth your money. That's it. Cause Midnite Lights Gaming. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being interested in game movement and traversal mechanics. It's either something games don't care about and don't center, or do, and I think this game is really trying to think about it. And I'm excited for where it could end up, and surfing with you at some point on a magical surfboard. Peace, appreciate you, have a great rest of your day, like and subscribe, hit me up in the comments with any other traversal things, or things you just want to know about this game, and yeah, I'm on my path to 1,000 subs. Whenever and if ever I make a dime, half of it goes to a charity we choose as a subscriber community, and no BS, I'm going to upload receipts. I'm going to show people, the 2 pennies I get that I can rub together from videos, and we can decide where one of those pennies are going together, because honestly, the folks who really follow my channel and follow it closely, I'm just like big fans of y'all's, and appreciate you. I think we can do some good stuff together. That's it from me. Peace. Nothing but love for you, and I will talk to you soon.